Family Guy Season 6, The Complete Journey. Sometimes external forces create internal excellence. Family Guy's sixth season wasn't just shortened by the writer's strike of 2007-2008, it was concentrated into 12 episodes of pure creative gold. When you only have half the time to tell your stories, every moment has to count. Welcome back. Today we're diving into Family Guy's most condensed season, where limitation bred innovation and constraints sparked creativity. These 12 episodes represent something unique in television history, a season that was simultaneously truncated and triumphant, abbreviated and absolutely brilliant. Season 6 faced unprecedented challenges. Seth MacFarlane joined the writer's strike, leading to a public battle with Fox that saw episodes airing without his final approval. The result? A season that proved quality trumps quantity, where every episode became an event, and every storyline mattered. From the legendary Star Wars parody Blue Harvest, to the shocking two-part finale where Stewie seemingly kills Lois, Season 6 didn't just survive adversity, it transformed it into television gold. This is the season that proved sometimes less really is more. Episode 1, Blue Harvest. Season 6 explodes into legendary status with Blue Harvest, the full-length Star Wars parody that would become one of Family Guy's most beloved episodes. When a power outage leaves the Griffin family in darkness, Peter entertains them by retelling Star Wars A New Hope, with family members and neighbors cast as iconic characters. This isn't just parody, it's love letter to cinema wrapped in irreverent humor. The animation team outdoes themselves, creating detailed space environments and epic battle sequences that rival the original films while maintaining Family Guy's distinctive comedic style. Peter's Luke Skywalker captures both the hero's journey and Peter's characteristic bumbling nature, while Lois's Princess Leia maintains dignity despite being trapped in Peter's often crude storytelling. Brian's Obi-Wan provides philosophical wisdom filtered through his intellectual pretensions, creating layers of character comedy within the Star Wars framework. Chris's C-3PO and Stewie's R2-D2 maintain their essential personalities while perfectly embodying the beloved droids. The episode succeeds because it respects both its source material and its own comedic voice. The Death Star sequences provide spectacular action while incorporating Family Guy's signature cutaway gags and pop culture references. Quagmire's pilot skills transfer naturally to Han Solo, while Cleveland's calm demeanor works perfectly for Chewbacca. Herbert's unexpected casting creates both humor and genuine character moments. What makes Blue Harvest exceptional is its commitment to the Star Wars story structure while finding organic places for Family Guy humor. The cantina scene allows for character-based comedy, while the Death Star escape provides action and relationship development. The lightsaber battles maintain dramatic stakes while incorporating physical comedy that feels true to both properties. The voice acting deserves special recognition as each performer maintains their character's essential qualities while embodying iconic Star Wars roles. The musical score, closely following John Williams' original compositions, creates authentic Star Wars atmosphere while supporting Family Guy's comedic timing. This episode represents the perfect fusion of homage and parody, proving that love and laughter aren't mutually exclusive. The episode's success led to subsequent Star Wars parodies, but Blue Harvest remains special for its freshness and the sheer audacity of attempting a full-length feature parody within a television episode format. It demonstrates Family Guy's evolution from simple sitcom to multimedia entertainment capable of tackling cinema's most beloved properties with both respect and irreverence.
Look at me! I'm having a magical aerial adventure because my family has disposable income.
Episode 2, Moving Out, Brian's Song. Brian's decision to move in with his girlfriend Jillian while Stewie tags along as roommate creates both relationship comedy and exploration of independence versus companionship. The episode delves deep into Brian's romantic life while examining how relationships change when partners live together. Jillian's character receives significant development beyond simple blonde stereotypes, revealing both her limitations and her genuine kindness toward both Brian and Stewie. The apartment setting provides opportunities for domestic comedy while also creating intimate spaces for character development. Brian's attempts to maintain intellectual superiority while living with someone who challenges his assumptions create both humor and genuine relationship tension. Stewie's presence as third wheel allows for both comic interference and unexpected emotional wisdom as he observes adult relationships from his unique perspective. Meanwhile, Meg and Chris's employment at the local convenience store provides subplot that explores teenage work experiences and sibling dynamics in professional settings. Chris's natural likability leads to promotion while Meg struggles with customer service and workplace politics, reflecting their different personalities and social skills. The convenience store setting creates opportunities for both workplace comedy and examination of teenage responsibility and independence. The episode explores how living together affects romantic relationships while examining the challenges of maintaining individual identity within partnership. Brian's intellectual pretensions clash with domestic reality, while Jillian's emotional honesty challenges his cynicism and defensiveness. Their relationship problems feel authentic to real couples navigating cohabitation and conflicting lifestyles. Stewie's observations about Brian and Jillian's relationship provide both comedy and insight as he applies his sophisticated vocabulary to relationship analysis. His growing friendship with Brian continues to develop while also showing his genuine care for both partners' happiness. The domestic arrangements create opportunities for both physical comedy and quieter character moments that develop all three characters. The convenience store subplot provides parallel exploration of family dynamics and workplace hierarchy as Meg and Chris navigate different challenges in the same environment. Their different experiences reflect broader themes about social skills, natural charisma, and how individual personalities affect professional success. The resolution emphasizes that both romantic and family relationships require ongoing effort and mutual support.
You ripped a whole chunk of wall out of the house.
What is this?
Episode 3. Believe it or not, Joe's walking on air. Joe's experimental leg transplant surgery creates both hope and complications as he temporarily regains the ability to walk, fundamentally changing his personality and relationships. The episode handles disability and medical intervention with remarkable sensitivity, while exploring how physical capabilities affect identity and social relationships. Joe's transformation from patient, thoughtful neighbor to arrogant, selfish person demonstrates how dramatic life changes can affect personality and values. The medical sequences provide both hope and realistic portrayal of surgical risks, while examining the complex emotions surrounding experimental treatments. Joe's initial joy at regaining mobility gradually transforms into troubling behavior as his newfound physical capabilities affect his relationships with Bonnie, his friends, and his community. The episode avoids simple miracle cure narratives while still acknowledging the genuine appeal of medical intervention. Bonnie's reaction to Joe's personality changes creates genuine dramatic tension as she struggles between joy at his physical recovery and distress at his emotional transformation. Their relationship had been built on mutual support and shared challenge, and his changed circumstances require complete renegotiation of their partnership dynamics and individual roles. The guy's response to Joe's behavior provides both comedy and examination of male friendship dynamics when one member's circumstances change dramatically. Peter, Quagmire, and Cleveland must decide whether to enable Joe's negative behavior or confront a friend whose new physical capabilities make him feel superior to his previous life and relationship. The episode explores how physical limitation can create character strength, while physical capability doesn't guarantee emotional maturity or social consideration. Joe's walking allows him to pursue activities previously impossible, but his rejection of his previous life and relationships reveals how circumstances can both constrain and define personal identity. The animation effectively shows both Joe's joy at physical freedom and the emotional distance this creates from his previous life and relationship. His physical transformation is paralleled by personality changes that affect every aspect of his life, from professional relationships to community involvement and personal friendship. The resolution requires Joe to choose between his new physical capabilities and his existing relationships, ultimately suggesting that identity encompasses more than physical ability while respecting individual choice about medical treatment and life priorities. This episode successfully explores disability themes while maintaining respect for both disabled community perspectives and individual autonomy about medical intervention and personal identity choices. Episode 4, Stewie kills Lois. The first part of Season 6's shocking two-part finale sees Stewie apparently succeed in his long-standing goal of killing Lois during a family cruise, creating both dark comedy and genuine dramatic stakes. The episode marks a significant shift in the series' tone as it commits to following through on Stewie's threats while exploring the aftermath of his actions. The cruise setting provides both luxury and isolation, creating the perfect environment for Stewie's most elaborate scheme. The episode's strength lies in its commitment to treating Stewie's matricidal tendencies as genuinely dangerous rather than simply comedic. His planning and execution demonstrate both his intelligence and his emotional disturbance, creating tension that builds throughout the episode toward its shocking conclusion. The family dynamics during the cruise provide final moments of normalcy before everything changes. Lois's characterization in this episode emphasizes her role as family anchor and emotional center, making her apparent death more impactful for both characters and audience. Her interactions with each family member highlight the relationships that would be lost, while her moments with Stewie provide final attempts at mother-son connection before the climactic confrontation. The cruise ship setting allows for both luxury comedy and isolation that enables Stewie's plan. The animation creates detailed shipboard environments that feel both beautiful and ominous, supporting the episode's shift from family vacation to psychological thriller. Other passengers provide both witnesses and obstacles to Stewie's scheme. Peter's obliviousness to Stewie's intentions creates dramatic irony while also highlighting his failure to recognize the signs of his son's disturbed behavior. The other family members' reactions during the cruise provide both normalcy and missed opportunities for intervention that add to the episode's tension and eventual tragedy. The climactic confrontation between Stewie and Lois provides both shocking violence and emotional complexity as their relationship culminates in apparent tragedy. Stewie's success in achieving his long-stated goal creates genuine uncertainty about the show's direction, while forcing viewers to confront the reality of his stated intention. The episode's ending, with Lois apparently dead and Stewie triumphant, creates a cliffhanger that genuinely challenges audience expectations about the show's boundaries and character development. This represents one of Family Guy's boldest storytelling choices, proving its willingness to risk everything for dramatic impact. Episode 5. Lois kills Stewie. The conclusion of the two-part finale reveals that Lois survived Stewie's murder attempt and has spent a year in hiding, planning her revenge against her infant son. This episode provides both resolution to the previous cliffhanger and examination of how extreme circumstances affect family relationships and individual psychology. Lois's survival and subsequent planning demonstrate both her resourcefulness and the psychological damage caused by Stewie's attack. The time jump reveals how the Griffin family has coped with Lois's apparent death, showing Peter's grief, the children's adjustment, and the community's response to tragedy. Each character has changed during the year, with Peter struggling as single father while maintaining hope for Lois's return. The family dynamics have shifted significantly, creating new relationships and responsibilities. Stewie's reaction to Lois's return creates both comedy and genuine psychological tension as he confronts the failure of his ultimate plan and the return of his target. His year of assumed victory has changed his perspective, while Lois's survival and revenge planning have transformed her from victim to hunter in their relationship dynamic. The episode explores themes of revenge, justice, and family loyalty as Lois must decide whether to actually harm Stewie or find alternative resolution to their conflict. Her planning and preparation demonstrate both her intelligence and her struggle with maternal instincts versus protective necessity. The moral complexity creates genuine dramatic stakes. The manhunt sequences provide both action and examination of community response to domestic violence and family crisis. Joe's professional investigation conflicts with his personal relationships, while the neighbors must decide how to respond to the knowledge that family members have been trying to kill each other. The animation creates both action sequences and intimate family moments as the episode balances thriller elements with emotional resolution. The confrontations between Lois and Stewie provide both spectacle and character development as their relationship reaches its most extreme point, while also providing opportunities for genuine communication and understanding. The resolution ultimately reaffirms family bonds while acknowledging that some conflicts require external intervention and ongoing management rather than simple forgiveness. The episode suggests that even the most troubled relationships can find new equilibrium when both parties acknowledge the damage done and commit to different patterns of interaction.
I thought Krypton was destroyed.
I think we should see other people.
Episode 6. Padre de Familia. Peter's discovery that he was born in Mexico leads to deportation proceedings and exploration of immigration issues, identity, and American nationalism. The episode tackles controversial political topics through Peter's characteristic ignorance, while examining how citizenship affects personal identity and community belonging. His initial anti-immigration stance creates irony when his own status becomes questionable. The Veterans Day parade setting provides opportunities for both patriotic comedy and examination of American identity and national pride. Peter's enthusiastic participation in anti-immigration activities reflects both his desire to belong and his tendency to adopt extreme positions without understanding their implications. His transformation from immigrant opponent to immigration advocate creates both comedy and political commentary. The deportation proceedings provide both legal comedy and genuine examination of immigration law and its human impact. Peter's experience as an undocumented immigrant creates empathy for others in similar situations, while also highlighting the arbitrary nature of citizenship and belonging. His family's response to his potential deportation reveals their love and their own assumptions about identity and belonging. Mexico provides setting for both cultural comedy and Peter's exploration of his birth heritage. The animation creates detailed Mexican environments while avoiding offensive stereotypes, instead focusing on Peter's fish-out-of-water experiences and cultural misunderstandings. His interactions with Mexican relatives provide both humor and genuine family connection. The episode explores how legal status affects daily life while examining the difference between national identity and personal character. Peter's Mexican citizenship doesn't change his personality or relationships, but it dramatically affects his legal standing and social acceptance within his American community. Immigration officials and legal processes provide both bureaucratic comedy and realistic portrayal of the challenges faced by undocumented immigrants seeking legal status. The system's complexity and seemingly arbitrary decisions affect Peter's case while highlighting broader issues about immigration policy and human dignity. The resolution emphasizes that personal worth transcends legal status, while acknowledging that citizenship provides security and opportunities that shouldn't be taken for granted. Peter's eventual return to his family reaffirms the importance of love and acceptance while suggesting that immigration policy should reflect humanitarian values rather than simple nationalism or economic calculation.
What is it, Dad?
Does it feel like the water suddenly just got warmer?
Episode 7. Peter's daughter. Meg's hospitalization following a flood creates opportunities for both disaster comedy and romantic development when she falls for a young medical student. The episode provides rare positive attention for Meg while exploring themes of teenage romance and self-worth. Her relationship with the medical student creates genuine happiness while also revealing her ongoing struggles with confidence and social acceptance. The flood disaster provides both physical comedy and community crisis that tests family and neighborhood relationships. The Griffin family's response to emergency evacuation and temporary displacement creates both practical challenges and opportunities for character development. Their cooperation during crisis reveals underlying love despite typical conflicts. The hospital setting allows for both medical comedy and romantic development, as Meg experiences her first serious relationship with someone who appreciates her intelligence and personality. The medical student's interest in Meg validates her worth while also creating new confidence that affects her other relationships and self-perception. The episode explores how external validation affects self-esteem while examining the importance of finding people who appreciate individual qualities and characteristics. Meg's romance provides both happiness and learning experiences about healthy relationships and mutual respect. Her family's reaction to her happiness reveals both their protective instincts and their own assumptions about her romantic prospects. The flood's aftermath creates both physical challenges and emotional opportunities as characters must adapt to changed circumstances, while also dealing with loss and displacement. The community response to disaster provides both cooperation and conflict as different groups have different needs and resources for recovery. Medical procedures and hospital routine provide both comedy and realistic portrayal of healthcare while creating opportunities for Meg's romantic development and personal growth. The medical student's colleagues and patients provide community context while supporting the primary romantic storyline. The resolution emphasizes that everyone deserves love and respect while acknowledging that healthy relationships require mutual appreciation and genuine compatibility. Meg's romantic experience provides both happiness and learning about relationships while also affecting her confidence and family dynamics in positive ways.
I'm not living my life without a mustache, even if sometimes my mustache has Alpo gas.
Episode 8. McStroke. Peter's establishment of McBurgertown restaurant creates both business comedy and health crisis when his excessive consumption leads to a stroke. The episode satirizes fast food culture while exploring themes of personal responsibility, health consciousness, and family concern during medical emergencies. Peter's stroke provides both wake-up call and examination of lifestyle choices and their consequence. The restaurant business provides opportunities for both entrepreneurial comedy and examination of food industry practices and consumer behavior. Peter's approach to restaurant management reflects his personality while creating both success and health problems that affect his family and community. The fast food satire provides commentary on American food culture and its health implications. The stroke sequences handle medical emergency with both realism and sensitivity while maintaining hope and family support throughout Peter's health crisis. His recovery process provides both physical comedy and genuine examination of rehabilitation challenges and lifestyle changes required for health improvement. Lois's response to Peter's health crisis reveals both her love and her frustration with his lifestyle choices, creating realistic marital tension while also demonstrating family support during medical challenges. Her advocacy for healthier choices conflicts with Peter's resistance to change, while also showing her protective instincts and medical knowledge. The medical team and rehabilitation professionals provide both comedy and realistic portrayal of healthcare, while supporting Peter's recovery process and family education about stroke prevention and lifestyle modification. Their expertise contrasts with Peter's resistance while maintaining hope for improvement. The restaurant's impact on the community provides both economic opportunity and health concerns as residents must balance convenience and affordability with nutrition and wellness. The episode explores how individual choices affect community health while examining personal responsibility within broader social and economic context. The resolution emphasizes that health requires ongoing commitment and lifestyle change, while acknowledging that improvement is possible with family support and professional guidance. Peter's recovery provides both hope and realism about medical challenges while reaffirming the importance of family love during health crises.
I was walking by when I picked up the smell of 11 herbs and spice.
Episode 9, The Juice is Loose. O.K.J. Simpson's move to Quahog creates both celebrity comedy and examination of notoriety, justice, and community response to controversial figures. The episode handles sensitive legal and racial topics through dark comedy while exploring how communities react to infamous residents. Simpson's presence creates both attraction and revulsion among residents. Peter's friendship with Simpson creates both comedy and moral complexity as he navigates the tension between personal likability and public reputation. Their activities together provide both entertainment and examination of how personality can conflict with public perception and legal history. Peter's obliviousness to public concerns creates both humor and social commentary. The community's response to Simpson's residents provides both NB comedy and realistic portrayal of how controversial figures affect neighborhood dynamics and property values. Different residents have different reactions based on their own values, experiences, and concerns about safety and reputation. The episode explores how celebrity and notoriety affect daily life while examining questions of justice, forgiveness, and community acceptance of people with controversial histories. Simpson's characterization attempts to balance humor with sensitivity about real victims and ongoing legal and social concerns. Media attention and public scrutiny provide both comedy and examination of how fame affects privacy and community life. The press coverage of Simpson's residents creates both opportunity and problems for local residents while highlighting the intersection of celebrity culture and legal system. Legal references and justice themes provide both comedy and commentary on American legal system and public perceptions of guilt, innocence, and appropriate consequences for alleged crimes. The episode attempts to find humor while maintaining respect for real victims and ongoing legal processes. The resolution doesn't resolve underlying questions about justice and community acceptance, but rather emphasizes that complex social issues require ongoing dialogue and individual judgment rather than simple answers or community consensus.
I don't need honey, Peter. I need a husband who wants to spend time with me.
Episode 10, Play It Again, Brian. Brian's declaration of love for Lois during a writers' convention creates both romantic drama and examination of friendship, loyalty, and appropriate boundaries. The episode provides culmination of Brian's long-standing feelings while testing his relationships with both Peter and Lois. The writers' convention setting allows for both literary comedy and intimate relationship discussion. The revelation of Brian's feelings creates genuine dramatic stakes as it threatens the fundamental relationships that define the Griffin family dynamic. Lois's reaction must balance kindness with appropriate boundaries while also considering the impact on her marriage and family stability. Her response affects both Brian's emotional well-being and family harmony. Peter's discovery of Brian's feelings creates both comedy and genuine relationship crisis as he must decide how to respond to his best friend's romantic interest in his wife. Their friendship has been central to both characters, and this revelation tests their loyalty and mutual respect while also examining questions of forgiveness and understanding. The writers' convention provides both literary comedy and opportunities for Brian to examine his motivations and desires within professional context. His interactions with other writers provide both validation and perspective on his romantic situation, while also developing his character beyond his feelings for Lois. Meanwhile, Herbert's babysitting of the Griffin children provides both comedy and family domestic situations that continue while the adults deal with relationship crisis. His interactions with the children provide both humor and genuine care while maintaining his character's essential creepiness and social inappropriateness. The episode explores how unrequited love affects friendship while examining the ethics of romantic pursuit within existing relationships and family structures. Brian's feelings are treated as genuine while also acknowledging their inappropriateness and potential harm to existing relationships. The resolution requires all parties to find new equilibrium that acknowledges changed circumstances while preserving essential relationships and family stability. The episode suggests that honesty about feelings can be both necessary and damaging, requiring careful consideration of consequences and ongoing commitment to appropriate boundaries.
I'll bite your neck, but also look how big I am down there.
That costume doesn't make any sense.
Episode 11, The Former Life of Brian. Brian's discovery that he has a teenage son with an old girlfriend creates both comedy and examination of parental responsibility and family formation. The episode explores how past relationships affect present circumstances while testing Brian's maturity and commitment to family values. His son's existence challenges his assumptions about his own life choices and parental capabilities. The reunion with Brian's former girlfriend provides both romantic nostalgia and realistic examination of how people change over time and why relationships end. Their past connection contrasts with their current circumstances, while also revealing how different life choices lead to different outcomes and responsibilities. The teenage son's character provides both generational comedy and genuine exploration of father-son relationships when parents and children meet for the first time. His personality and interests reflect both his mother's influence and his own individual development, while also creating opportunities for Brian to examine his own values and priorities. The episode explores questions of financial responsibility, emotional commitment, and family obligation when paternity is established later in a child's development. Brian's response to fatherhood reveals both his capacity for growth and his limitations in handling unexpected responsibility and emotional complexity. The Griffin family's reaction to Brian's son provides both acceptance and examination of how family structures expand to include new members and relationships. Their support for Brian demonstrates family loyalty while also creating new dynamics and relationships within the household. The son's integration into Brian's life requires both practical arrangements and emotional adjustment as both father and son navigate unfamiliar territory. Their relationship development provides both comedy and genuine emotion as they discover commonalities and differences while building family connection. The resolution emphasizes that family relationships require ongoing effort and commitment regardless of how they begin, while acknowledging that love and responsibility can develop even when circumstances are unexpected or challenging. Brian's growth as a father affects his other relationships while also providing new purpose and meaning. Episode 12, Long John Peter. The season finale provides pirate-themed adventure as Peter's discovery of pirate treasure leads to both wealth and conflict with real pirates seeking their stolen goods. The episode combines adventure elements with family comedy while exploring themes of greed, adventure, and the romanticization of criminal behavior. Peter's transformation into pirate captain provides both costume comedy and examination of leadership and responsibility. The treasure discovery creates both excitement and danger as the family must deal with sudden wealth while also protecting themselves from its original owners. The pirate lifestyle appeals to Peter's sense of adventure while creating genuine threats to family safety and community order. The animation creates detailed pirate ships and maritime environments that support both action sequences and comedic moments while maintaining visual spectacle throughout the adventure storyline. The naval battles and treasure hunts provide both excitement and opportunities for character development under pressure. Real pirates provide both romantic adventure appeal and genuine criminal threat as they pursue their stolen treasure and threaten the Griffin family's safety. Their characterization balances historical accuracy with comedic exaggeration while maintaining genuine danger and dramatic stakes. The family's response to pirate lifestyle reveals different attitudes toward adventure, danger, and material wealth, as each member adapts differently to changed circumstances. Their cooperation during crisis demonstrates underlying unity while also showing individual personalities and priorities. The community's reaction to pirate presence creates both comedy and examination of how criminal activity affects local law enforcement and civilian safety. The conflict between romantic pirate mythology and criminal reality provides both entertainment and social commentary. The resolution requires the family to choose between wealth and safety while also addressing the legitimate claims of the treasure's original owners. The episode suggests that adventure and excitement must be balanced against family responsibility and legal obligation while acknowledging the appeal of romantic criminal mythology. Conclusion: Family Guy's 6th season proved that constraints can create excellence. These 12 episodes, forged in the crucible of the writer's strike, represent some of the series' finest work. From the cinematic brilliance of Blue Harvest to the shocking drama of the Stewie Lois two-parter, Season 6 showed that when quantity is limited, quality soared. This wasn't just a shortened season, it was a concentrated dose of everything that makes Family Guy special. Each episode mattered, each story counted, and every moment was precious because the creators knew their time was limited. If this exploration of television's most efficient season inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about how limitations can spark limitless creativity. What's your favorite moment from the season that proved less really can be more? Share your thoughts in the comments below.